And then we're going to dive on in to Suikoden. Which, thank you all for being understanding of the technical difficulties that prevented us from streaming last week. Hopefully, we will make up for it by having an emotionally memorable stream. Cats? Sophie? I do have a cat. She's there. Oh, she slept on my pillow last night, which is exciting. So I have a fuzzy, I have these fuzzy bed sheets, and I had the fuzzy pillowcase on, and so she's been kind of doing the kneading thing that cats do with it. And then she's just curled up next to my head. She kept curling up. It was really cute. I was really happy. I just want to cuddle with my cat. That's what I want in life. So I was very excited that she made that happen. So let me know how the audio balancing is. And in the meantime, as you can see, we are hanging out with some elves. Throbs. That wound he gave me throbs. So I assume Sylvina's sprite will be different. Just the coloring is the same. It's funny. My sister wrote for Sylvina when we were in our Suikoden RPG that we played in, that we ran and played in as kids. But her email address for a while back in the day was Sylvinia. I don't know why that was. I wrote for Lot and McDowell himself. His name is Endry. That's what it was. Endry. I don't know why. I think we took a poll where people people proposed names and then people voted on it, and that's what they voted on for some reason. Yes, or he could be McNugget McDowell. That's all right. No, I came up with that later. Look at how beautiful the leaf effect here is. The amount of detail that can go into it, because they don't need you get a lot of harsh outlines in the Super Nintendo games, whether they're actually outlined in black or not, they're outlined with a thicker outline with a more dramatic color contrast. So if you compare, because Final Fantasy VI is a beautiful game, it really is, but it has the limitations of being on the Super Nintendo. This can do a lot more. I don't know how that works. I don't know what the pixel limitations are from console to console. That's tech, which I don't do. But even just looking at this, it's given how early this was in the era that it came out, the careful, delicate, amazing shading on just the roofs of this, that's a flex. Everyone else was we're on the PlayStation, we can do 3D stuff, and then it looked like butts, Final Fantasy VII. Unpopular opinion, Final Fantasy VII was really, really ugly. But here, instead of trying to show massive technical limitations overcome, where suddenly instead of having to use mode 7 to approximate 3D, they could do actual 3D, it was very exciting. Suikoden was or hear me out, really detailed sprite work. And so there's a lot of subtlety in the shading of the look at the wood here. Look at the number of Tales of Fantasia. I guess I would say yes, artistically, Tales of Fantasia had a similar art design to this. Even the softer, more muted color palette, which they're both colorful games. Suikoden is a colorful game. I would say Suikoden is a little more natural in its colors than Tales of Fantasia, which I think was a little bit more fantastical. But no, stylistically, I think it is fair to compare Tales of Fantasia to this versus Final Fantasy VI, which is not trying to have a similar style. Yes, Crono, fantastical. Oh man, we start talking about Phantasy Star, which also, by the way, had tall sprites. I think people are talking about how remarkable it is to see these tall, skinny sprites after having played Final Fantasy VI not that long ago. And it's oh, we're on the PlayStation now, we can make things taller. But in the days of Phantasy Star, Like, that's like concurrent with or older than corresponding Final Fantasies. And so it's a stylistic decision that a lot of games, like, it's not just Final Fantasy, like Lufia also did this and a bunch of others, to have like the little super deformed like chibi sprites, which is interesting because there's a precedent for that kind of art. Like, if you look at anime and then like people go into chibi mode, which I don't know if they do that anymore, but at least in the 90s they did a lot. And so the sprite style art in those games kind of pulls from that artistic tradition, which is not necessarily, I think, something that, I don't think there's an equivalent of that in like American animation, for example. But I think that that's kind of how Final Fantasy solved the limitations of its graphics. And so even when graphics got better, Final Fantasy continued having these like little sprites, which is why you have the sprite artwork of them, where it's not just like the pixel sprites, but it's actually drawings of them, profile from the side, the way they look, the character designs that they have there. Also, I think somebody just followed. Thank you for following. We're talking about sprite design in RPGs. But like, I think we may think of what was in Final Fantasy as like, oh, that's a default JRPG style. And like I said, there are a lot of games that do have the super deformed sprites in the Super Nintendo era, but not everything in that era. I mean, if we want to look at other things on the Super Nintendo, I mean, these aren't JRPGs, so maybe it's not a fair comparison, but like the Quintet Terra Earth trilogy, like Will is a little bit more like stretched out. An Arc as well, from Terranigma. From Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma, respectively. But yeah, so then you look over at the Phantasy Star series, which is on the Genesis, and one of the awkward things about Sega consoles is they tended to come out like halfway between Nintendo consoles. So the Genesis came out when I believe that the NES was still, yes. I think that the Genesis kind of came out earlier than the Super Nintendo, which is really, like, meant that it was like, whoa, cool when it first came out, but then eventually the Super Nintendo was able to surpass it. As far as like graphical ability goes, I don't think you could quite get the same level of detail or artistry on the Genesis that you could. Like, then they later put expansions because Sega did some weird things. Sega made some decisions that I find questionable. Of course, the one thing the Genesis had going for is that amazing bass sound. Like the Genesis synths are completely unlike anything else. Like, I'll be listening to a chiptune thing and I'm like, this person is a Sega fan because the bass line sounds like a Genesis bass line. It's so good. Speaking of that, the Phantasy Star 1 opening thing, bum, 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 so good. So good. Yes, like my friends, the video game cover band, the Blast Processors. They did a lot of Sega stuff. We've been talking about forming up a little group up here in Toronto, because they're local, and we were gonna do a cover of the Lunar Silver Star Attract Mode, which is a very cheesy song that I want to make uncheesy. But yeah, no, so the Genesis sound is amazing. But if you look at the sprites in the Phantasy Star series, they proportionately are more like this, where they're closer to human, less super deformed. But they are a lot less detailed. Obviously, they're less detailed than what's on the PlayStation. And I think less detailed than, for example, Arc in Terranigma. I swear Terranigma was like end generation Super Nintendo. Like, I kind of wonder how many years were between Terranigma and Suikoden. I don't think it would be that long, honestly, because I think Terranigma was one of the later games on the Super Nintendo. And Suikoden is one of the earlier games on the... Oh, wow! So they're, like, basically the same time. Yes, I'm talking about, please, the Super Nintendo, like, the Genesis came out between the NES and the Super Nintendo generations, and that's kind of a thing that Sega continued to do. Alright, so Terranigma and Suikoden 1 came out in the same year. I was so right. I'm so proud of myself right now. I'm not a historian. Well, so later later PlayStation games were able to do more with the graphics, and something that I really love about, like, if you look at Final Fantasy IX, there is a game that is terribly hindered by the system that it's on, because far and above, like, its graphics, it's asking so much of its graphics that they become muddy. Like, what's interesting here versus a lot of the things that you'd see on the PlayStation is that they're able to do this subtlety of shading. And honestly, the artists who did the pixel work in this game, I think, are phenomenal. The animations are a little bit more simplistic than what we'll see when we get to Suikoden 2, where everything is much more detailed. And gracefully animated, and they do a lot more custom animation that just, there's some really incredible scenes in that game that are as memorable as they are because the game developers took the time to make custom animations that never appeared anywhere else in the game, but that were useful in this one particular scene. So instead of you having to interpret from like there's like, 3 set animations in Final Fantasy VI, and so you have to figure out what does that animation mean in this context versus that animation in that context, and you can fill in the gaps a lot with your imagination, but it is really powerful when games don't have to do that, which in Suikoden 2 they don't. Like, they really went all out, and I think that's fantastic. Suikoden 1 isn't quite there yet, but again, this is very, very early PlayStation. But the shading here has so much detail, but they do a good job of differentiating between the parts of the roof, or like the roof and the floor, or the different leaves. The pieces that you need to be able to tell apart, you can tell apart. Having this kind of subtle pastel shading without outlining, which is more what Final Fantasy IX is doing, it's much harder to figure out. Like, frankly, Final Fantasy IX is a gorgeous game that looks like mud. I was very excited when they released it on PC and touched things up a bit because you could actually see what was happening in the background. And I remember watching someone play through it and realizing that the Tantalus logo was on a rug on the Prima Vista that I'd never noticed before, even though I played the game a few times, because you couldn't see it. It was so muddy. See, that is really fun that you can have the same console generation, but Terranigma looks more like Suikoden than Terranigma looks like Final Fantasy IV. Even though Terranigma and Final Fantasy IV are on the same console, they're very, very different. Was Final Fantasy IX being developed at the same time as 10? Wow, because honestly, I feel like 9 and 10 are both absolutely outstanding games, just fantastic. Flawed, but fantastic. I would actually say that 9 is more flawed than 10 is, because I feel that 10's story holds together throughout in a way that almost no other Final Fantasy does. I think 6's does, although I appreciate the concerns and complaints against the non-linearity of the World of Ruin. Oh my god. Okay. It's like 20 minutes and I'm just here talking about games and graphics and so on. But I think bringing that back to what I was saying, Suikoden 1 is pretty. This is actually relevant though. Like, I'm actually going off on like things about this game. I hope that this is an interesting level of detail for folks who maybe weren't gaming during this era and so missed out on it, and so kind of looking back. Because if you look back on these games and they kind of blur together and you didn't play them as they came out, I think you wouldn't notice these distinctions. You wouldn't think about, especially if you emulate games, you don't really consider what it means for this console versus that console, or especially what point in that console's lifespan did that game come out. Yeah, oh my god. I love Final Fantasy IX so much. Maybe someday we'll play through that. Oh, there she is! I really hate the art in this game, because I always thought Sylvena's nose looked like it was like sunken in like a skull, which it isn't, obviously. But what's remarkable to me is that this artist is the same artist who did the character art for Suikoden 4, which I think is like light years better, even if 4 itself is not a good game. And so it's the same lead character artist who's doing the designs for Eiyuden. And I'm actually very excited about that because she does good art. I actually think I sat with her at dinner after the Suikoden 2 concert that I went to, and we talked about cats. Because I think her husband was also with us, who's another person who worked on the Suikoden series, and there were a bunch of us from a bunch of different places, but we had some English in common, and we could all talk about cats. So we pulled out our phones and shared photos of cats with each other. It's a good time. So that's why there's so many cats in that game, by the way. In Eiyuden, I mean. So, switching to Suikoden 1, which is what we're playing right now. Sylvina. You can see why I saw the other, like, purple-haired elf girls who are wearing green, and I was like, this is Sylvina. Because she does have a lot more detail and distinction in her sprite. Distinctiveness, I think, is more the word I want. But a lot more distinctiveness in her sprite than the others do. But because the sprites are relatively limited in this, I couldn't necessarily I didn't give them the benefit of the doubt enough to think that her sprite would be that interesting, which it is actually a lot more interesting. Like, look at the messiness. You can see the messiness of her purple hair. Apparently, we're just talking about graphics today. Depending on how far I get, we'll be talking about the game, too. This little old dude. Yes, he swam all the way across, like, a major river. Like... So here we see the relationship between the two of them developing. So Suikoden does a lot of things that are really interesting and different, especially things that we don't usually see in JRPGs or fantasy stories. Suikoden 1, however, does have more familiar tropes than Suikoden 2 does. Like, Suikoden 1, you have your fantasy races. You've got the elves and they act like elves. You've got the dwarves and they act like dwarves. There's less of that in the rest of the series. But here, like, you can... Those of you who don't know this game could probably make some guesses. Like, we've already seen, like, the elves are like, ugh, humans, no, I'm an elf. You know, but you can probably make some guesses about some of the things that might happen, or at least things that happen here wouldn't necessarily be surprising to you. How young is Sylvina? I thought she and Kirkus were, like, romantically involved. And maybe they're both, like, mid-teens. But she's talking, like, almost like a child. Alright. Oh, yeah. Quanda's bad news. He wants to fry them. Because, Valeria was here, like, they're gonna burn down the forest. And they were like, we'll lock you up for telling us that. Oh no, the kobolds joined the Imperials? Double-crossers. That sounds bad. You smell like humans. Ew, you smell like humans. Like, it just, you know? Oh, I thought they were gonna yell at me to keep me from going down here. Well, whatever, I'm going down here. Oh, hey, there he is! You can actually see how big his nose is from his sprite. The blue-haired guy has a remarkably big nose. He's got a nose kind of like Lloyd Alexander, my favorite childhood author, who had rather a pronounced nose. Yes, that's Stallion. Stallion's gotta go fast. I wonder if the blue was intentional. I'm gonna make your bed smell like human. Ha, 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 ha. Anyway, let's go talk to Gramps, so if we can tell, like, this is Sylvina's Gramps. He looks like he's important. Notice he doesn't have a picture, so you can tell he's not that important. They're humans. Yes. He's like, I went to get external help because you all suck. No, I think his name is Elder. I don't think he has a name. So he's definitely going to be really important to the story. They're humans. What are they going to do to us? Thanks, elves. Like, they don't do a whole lot to convince you that you should like or sympathize with the elves at all. It's not a lot of subtlety here. Again, like the rest of the series, I think does better. There's less of this like generic fantasy trope, unlikable dudes. But again, this wasn't Murayama-san's vision. This wasn't the story that he was dying to tell. This was, I need to make something so my team learns how to make a game the way I want to, so that we can then make the game that is the story of my heart. So I think maybe he took a couple of shortcuts with this one. Because people who play this game, having heard people talk about the Suikoden series, a lot of times are like, yeah, but they're not such a big deal in any of the other games. This is the only game in which the elves as like a thing are a thing. I think usually you just have a couple of elves who show up and are snooty. Salome is an elf, right? Or however you say his name in 3. He's an interesting character. Oh man. I don't even remember all the details about him, but I know he's interesting. Are they an entire 4? I don't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. There was another elf who was the most boring of Chris's knights. Never mind. You're right. You're right, AK. But he was an interesting character. But yeah, so people who played this game are like, why do you talk about how amazing it is? Now, it has some really incredible moments and a lot of detail and a lot of like unique storytelling and things that you didn't see in games back then and things that you sometimes don't necessarily see in games today. But it does, I think, have more shorthand shortcuts than the rest of the series does. Like all of this is, we've seen this before. All right, so we're going to see the guy with the big nose. You're going to see how big his nose is. Look at how big his nose is. Stallion, I forgot that you could see how big your nose was from your sprite. He goes really fast. His nose is even bigger in later games. Chicken-hearted Kirkus. Yes, it's a true schnoz. So he's locked up because he ran off the battlefield. Here's Valeria. She's bitter. This is a nice little bit of like, this is a good bit of dialogue to drop this information. To have Gremio just comment on it. Just, that's an Imperial uniform. And like, she is like 100% more interesting than any of the elves. Maybe not any of the elves, but then the elves and the setup of the elves. Like, you know, an Imperial soldier who lived in the forest and decides to betray the Empire to try to see if she can band together with the elves to stop Quanda from smashing things with fire. Smashing is the right verb for that, right? This music, by the way, you will develop a gut reaction to hearing it. Hold on. Did I tweet about this? It just occurred to me that maybe I didn't let people know I was streaming. I should probably do that. Did I do that? Yes, well, you punching things in the face with your sword is different than smashing them with fire. You know? Oh, I don't think I did. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I hate to do this, but... Okay. It's the best tweet I've ever sent. But yeah, when you hear this song, like, your stomach should sink when you're playing this game after a little while. Because we're talking about something bad or something terrible happened. So you hear it and you're like, oh no, what happened this time? Bad things. So, yeah. Great general. It's a lot of adjectives. It's not actually a lot. They're just horrible and rebellious, but... The burning mirror. Oh my god, so my ex-husband's Suikoden RPG that he ran, um, somebody brought out the Burning Mirror, and my sharpshooting division that I've led as the bearer of the Greyhawk rune, um, we took out the Burning Mirror with specially engineered arrows that I came up with because I was the like strategic planner of like how can I use what we've got to fix this problem. Not like a Silverberg strategist. We had one of those, but I was like, how could I make an arrow that would do this? How could I get around this problem? Where could we go to do this sort of thing? So her final showdown with her ultimate nemesis at the end of the game was having to like outsmart his traps and like strategize her own stuff. Yes, we did have bomb arrows, but we used actually I did some research into this. I researched a lot of arrows back. This is quite a few years ago, but like some sort of blunt arrows that you fired a bunch of them, shatter the mirror. That's what we did. Yes, you put your Mythbusters away. There are elves here. Burned down the entire forest in an instant. It's kind of a problem. The village where I was born, okay. It's not the village that she lives, it's her hometown. That's different. Boxing glove arrows, yes. I kept trying to get bomb arrows, and occasionally I'd get some, but they were so powerful that like I spent like the entire game trying to source materials to do it and experiment with it. He wouldn't let me have them. He's like, no, those are too powerful. We had armor piercing arrows. We had whistlers that made noise as they went by. I don't think I had rope arrows, even though those are a thing in Thief, the game. Anyway, just didn't talk about Suikoden and stuff. But it's funny because I was so anxious playing that character because I was like, I'm not good at strategy. I'm really bad at strategy and strategic thinking. This is terrible. I have to put, like, I can think of these things sometimes when I'm in this character's mindset, but otherwise I can't. And so when I put on the spot, it's very stressful. It's funny because actually strategizing and being like, what pieces do I have and how do I use these pieces to solve this problem? Which I suppose is strategy. Anyway, that's what I do now. It's like one of my personal strengths. I use it for work. I do strategy for work. I do strategy in video games. Like, okay, tactical? No. You figure out, like, you know, how are we going to do this? What are we trying to get? What are we trying to accomplish? And what do we have at our disposal to try to achieve that? Okay, well, I do strategy for work, but I guess this would have been tactical stuff. But the two go hand in hand so much. And anyway, what I'm trying to say is that these are things that I thought I was bad at, and I didn't understand why I was playing a character that did these things. And flash forward some number of years, and that's like what I would say is one of my just defining character like strengths now. So, long story short, you can change and evolve and grow as a person. Who knew? Yeah. Gromeo does a lot of talking for you in this. Hey, Stallion, what's up? Zoomy, zoom, zoom, zoom. He's just gonna repeat himself. Alright. Yeah, well, because you gotta have a character who talks for you. Like Nanami! Oh, Nanami. Okay, so that's clearly not how we do this. Oh, I think we wait for Sylvina to come break us out. Creak. No capitalization, no punctuation. It's a sound effect. Fate. Fate is happening here. Like Nut's theme. I think... Is it called Their Star or something like that? I'm trying to remember what the name of this song is. I should know these, but... Kirkus is so serious. I love him. Gotta rub it in, Sylvina? So she hasn't been fully poisoned by the snootiness. Yeah, I'm glad that that gets called out. Kirkus is like, so racism is a thing, Sylvina. And it's bad. It's very sad. It's true. Sylvina is young and raised by her grandpa, I suppose, who is very, very racist against anyone who isn't an elf. Yeah, because they talk about how dwarves eat elves. I don't. This isn't healthy. Okay. Like, mom friend Lauren, lesson. Don't believe whatever your friend believes. If you trust somebody, you can say, I believe in you, and therefore I'll try to believe in this if it's that important to you. But I'll believe whatever you believe. Not healthy. Not good. Stallion is a nice little bit of comedic relief here. I just love Chromeo's reaction to Stallion running off. This is how Brenneman would say this. Oh, it's called Their Star in Suikoden. See, Suikoden 2 is the one that I know the soundtrack best, and I know the names of the songs best. So that'd be why I did that. Okay. Well, maybe she didn't name them in this game. But we'll run and do that. Valeria's like, I am on board with teaming up. I'm gonna go ask the dwarves for help. Surely the humans are causing the problem. The elves won't listen. Surely the dwarves will listen. Should we go there or should we go back to the castle first? Oh man. It's always been lollyho for me because I started with Final Fantasy IV released as Final Fantasy II, and they said lollyho. So that's how I think of it. Meeting Purgatory. Oh my goodness. Well, we haven't gotten super far because we had to talk about graphics. But do we go back to the castle or do we say I agree? What do we want to do? Does it make a difference? I don't think there's anyone you can't get at this point. Okay. Let's progress the plot. Yes, I'm the real Lauren. So she's coming with us. Oh, Kirkus. I like him. I liked him back in the day, too. I think my sister thought he was hilariously serious, but I, as a very serious teenager myself, thought he was great. Come on, Valeria. Alright. I'm gonna get out of here. Uh-oh, are you supposed to be out and about? My little pointy shoes. Do I need to get any stuff there? Oh, man. Alright. Who do we kick out? We don't have a lot of choices here. Kai, Cleo. So we could get rid of Kai because Valeria is also super broken. Or we could get rid of Victor. I love Victor. He's one of the best characters in the series. I love him so much. Who do we get rid of? Cleo? You know, Valeria is really good. Really good. Yeah, I love Victor and Cleo. But we're gonna have Sylvina join too, right? So then I'll have to get rid of Cleo. Sorry, Cleo, I love you, but I love Victor more. Okay. Maybe she doesn't come with. Maybe she comes with later. She seems really young. but he just kissed her, so I guess. Oh man, hold on. We're gonna go save. Save! At the Journeyman Crystal. That's what that's called, by the way. I don't know if the game tells us, at least in this game, but it's the Journeyman Crystal. Because you're on a journey. When do I get Templeton? Oh, it's driving me crazy that I don't have. Oh wait, hold on. Can I just let them go? Let go. Which way do I want to go? South? North. I want to say it's north. My brain tells me it's north. That doesn't mean it actually is. Where does this go? I was listening to my arrangement of this recently. I want to finish a bunch of tracks and release them, but I might wait until after I move. Which maybe, well, I'm high level. Wait, how do I get to that treasure chest? I want that treasure chest. How do I get there? How do I get there? Look at these dwarves. Dwarf, 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 dwarf. Oh wait, hold on. Yes. Oh, I should have had her. I thought the others would be able to take them up. Anyway, that is so good and so overpowered that, and every future game that has the Falcon rune, it unbalances. But instead she just does like twice as much damage. Cause why not? Or 3 times? Is it 2 times or 3 times? Oh no! You hit me for big damages. Maybe I should have gotten new gear. No, it doesn't. It costs absolutely nothing. Welcome to Valeria being the most yes, it unbalances in 2. As it should. I thought it did. You wouldn't, Crono. You wouldn't ever not use it. People asked the developer why she's so broken, and he was basically like, I think she's cute. Like, oh my god. I bet the feather is status thing. Death boar and eagle man. Okay. Because it's not as broken in 2. They fixed it. It's just all gonna do the same thing. It's gonna do the same thing. I'm wise to your tricks, Dwarven Path. I like that we're all in agreement that the menus are the downside here. Oh man! Okay. Equip. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put clothes on her. She should wear clothes. Hold on. What do I have? Oh man. Who needs better armor? Oh, it's more broken in 2? Does it do 3 times damage and doesn't unbalance then? He does seem to get hit a lot. Do you have a punchable face, my friend? I'm sorry, Tyr. Ah. Yeah. I guess that's what happens when the game developer has a crush on the character. He's basically called her his perfect woman. I think. Which I find very amusing. Okay, hold on. Give. Hand over. Oh, any of you. Brass armor. Guard robe. Let's give it to... No, I wanted to give it to Cleo. Give. Cleo. Hand over. Oh. Oh, yeah. Though I guess Kiko would have the same appeal. Oops. Sorry. I'm gonna fail at equipmenting here. Oh, he doesn't have... Okay. Maybe he doesn't need it, though. Maybe somebody else should have some gear. She really doesn't have a lot. I feel like I should give Valeria... Well, I'll wait and see if I get anything new from treasure chests. So I can give her some clothes. This is a fun one to arrange for classical flute ensemble. Oh, sacrificial Buddha. That's a life 3 item. You put it in your inventory, and then if that character who has that in their inventory dies, they come back, if I remember correctly. Okay. Why did the music reset there? Man, puzzles. I'm glad I'm high enough level to not have to deal with these guys. That's a killer crystal. For some reason, I thought that this song, for the longest time, as I was arranging and stuff, I thought that it was like, that the rhythm was a swing rhythm. Which is not actually. It's a straight rhythm. Which I guess means I'm not allowed to play it. You're gonna use a falcon against an eagle, huh? Falcon against eagle. Is the falcon rune ever not outrageously overpowered? Or is it just Murayama puts it on the strong women he thinks are attractive? Did I accidentally went the right way. Unthinkable. No. Oh man. Oops, did I heal the right person? I tried to heal him. There's like all these layers. The music, part of what makes it work is it has a lot of things going on. It's very symphonic. Because the composer clearly has classical roots rather than prog rock roots. Which, I mean, like I've mentioned before, a lot of game composers are clearly classically trained pianists, and that really shows in their compositions. But also a lot of them really liked prog rock. And you can really hear that. Ryumatsu and Sakuraba especially. So there's a lot of dudes. Man. This would have been a good time to have the master people attack. But, failing that, we're just gonna fight some dudes. Fight the dudes. Fight the dudes. Okay. Oh, those things do a lot of damage. I should take them out. Oh no, I didn't kill anything. God, I'm taking so much damage. How is Gremio dead? I'm having some trouble with this, folks. Take out an eagle man. I do have Tears magic, but oh my god, they do so much damage. So much damage. No, don't you dare! Don't you dare! I hate you. Deadly fingertips. I don't want to use it. Anyway, what we're getting to here is that Valeria is a little good and nobody's really... The Suikoden games don't care very much about game balance. It's really not a priority. Why doesn't she have... Somebody has to have healing magic. I know. No. You attack. My party's dying. I don't like this. Everyone's dead. Yeah, maybe we should head back to the elf village. Oh my gosh. I guess I'll restock with healing items and maybe buy some gear. That's the thing, is my people don't have very good equipment. Doesn't help that I'm a cheapskate too. Oh, look at those pretty graphics. Somebody can wear that. Actually, probably better for her to have it because she is more necessary for the damage dealing of this party. Maybe I should put some runes on people too. Go down! Oh my god. I thought I wasn't going to be able to pass that ladder and I was very concerned. Started to run off. I'm really cheap and lazy when it comes to video games. That's right. I could go back home, I suppose, and get more money. That's right, because there's something that I couldn't do. Oh, jeez. Because I didn't have the money for it. What was it that I couldn't buy because I didn't have the money for it? Because I didn't... Oh my god, I do so much damage. Stop doing so... No, you do so much damage. That's good. Yeah, and you too, but not the bad guys. The bad guys, stop. Stop, bad guys. Stop. I really need to just finish these musics. Like, I have all of these songs that are done except for, like, the video. And I haven't gotten around to recording the video, and therefore, like, the song's been sitting on my hard drive for, like, 6 months. I should really just, like... Oh, don't die. I should really just put my music out there. You know? These are things I think about. Oh, I should heal my party. I'm sorry, I'm so irresponsible. Bum, 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 bum. Well, because I have this music that should be ready to go out, but it's not. God, I love this song. I love this game. I love it so much. Or should we go stockpile cash? Should we? Oh no, Cole. Best wishes for your tongue. I hope you turn out okay. Should I stay and An inn. I don't want to stay in an inn. Just buy some medicine. Just do that instead. It'll look wonderful, wonderfully wonderful. I whether I can afford one of these. I mean, I could buy a bunch of other things for a bunch of my party members. Or I could just buy one of these and give this to somebody else to not die so much. Gramio! Try not dying. Okay. Beat it. Just beat it. Yeah, anyway. Button! Button! Oh my god. Okay. Equipment. Gosh, why is it so bad? Oh, Gremio. Okay. I could go and get more money and be more better. Wait. Why does she have 2 karate uniforms? Equipment. Did I forget to put this on her? I did. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. So, should we go get more money? Go all the way back home since we don't have Vicky? Inventory management. It's the ultimate enemy. Oh, Gremio. Is it the leggings? Or is it the cape? Okay. Oh, you're right, blue glass. Well, that's fine. That's fine. We'll be fine. Nah, I'm fine. I'm not gonna use the inn. I'm gonna walk back home. I don't like spending money in video games. Also, I misread that as the inn ATM. Like, the inn has an ATM and I can't use it because I don't have enough money in my account. Which is fair. Alright. We're gonna do this. Oh, I guess I could sell the old brass armors. Should I do that? Yes, it just says elves. That was an earthbound problem. I forgot, yeah. Sell. Brass armor. I have so much money right now. I do want to play Hades. I'm gonna play Hades, folks. I've decided. Holy crap! Oh, okay. The strong arm looked scary, but it turns out that it's fine. I am too high level for most of these enemies, which is nice. So just me does a strong arm guy kind of look like? Okay. Ah, do I want to go through here? Is this what I do? I think so. Oh, I never did go and get that, did I? Sorry, kobolds. Yeah, well, I feel like I'm not allowed to be scared of things being hard anymore if I'm sufficiently motivated by lore or sassy banter. Why is there a cuckoo? Do you hear the cuckoo? Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Alright, all this stuff I probably should have had. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. You get more dialogue if you die in that game. I like that. Where am I going? What am I doing? Is this what I'm supposed to do? I love the Holy Spirit design. I like always loved it. I was like, this is way too good to be a random bad guy, but it's a random bad guy. Oh no, Crono. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna have to do all of that all over again. I couldn't tell. There's the graphics not being clear. I was gonna do this as a flute choir, right? Am I going the right way? I don't remember. Probably not. Killer rabbits. Am I going the right way? The lake is this way! Yes! Okay. Oh man, I do love subplots. Like, I'm not interested in side quests unless there's subplots. Wait, this isn't right? That's not right? Or do I want to go this way? No. They're gonna be like, you look like a suspicious character. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna go to Milik's place just yet. There's some plot to deal with first. Quanda, trying to enact genocide. Not very good of him. Just, you know, just saying, not very good of him. Is it this way? Is that a Phantasy Star 1 reference, MC? This is the spaceport. What am I thinking of? Is that what I'm thinking of? Okay. I really like that series a lot. Look at me in my boat! Look at me in my boat, my castle. Hi, castle. Oh, hold on. I can't drive my boat very well. I was gonna do this. I just need to oh my god. I just want to do flute choir covers of every game that I play. Oh, it's the worst. Phantasy Star 4 is incredible. Phantasy Star 1 was amazing for what it is and when it came out. But Phantasy Star 4 is incredible. Oh my god, it's so good. I love it so much. How many copies of that game has my sister owned over the years? I don't know. She's cosplayed as a significant amount of the cast. The only Phantasy Star character I have cosplayed was Elise Landale. Me too, although I know people who genuinely love Phantasy Star Online, and good for them. And to be fair, Phantasy Star 4 is the end of the millennia for a reason. End of the millennium. So it's like, good for them. They saved the day. Things are better now. And it doesn't go and get undone. So like, good. See, look at me not spending money at the end. Hey, MC, have I told you, like, okay, you've played the first Phantasy Star, right? Because if so, you are perhaps uniquely equipped to appreciate what I'm about to say. Okay, so I really like free heals. I hate spending money in games, as we've just witnessed. You know Suelo in Caminite on Palma, who says, like, oh, your brother's just died, that's tragic, you can stay in my house, like, anytime you come by. And she's a free heal. in the first town. Deserus. The most recent church that I went to was always Kamini. So I could go get a free heal on Palma, on Kamini from Suelo, from Deserus. I have a problem. Like, it's okay, you're going to Motavia or whatever, but Deserus. It's not good. I really need to be okay with... Oh my god, is your name Yeetus Deletus? That's cute. I appreciate that. I did. And not just once. I did that for almost the entire game. I kept forgetting what churches even did in that game because I never went there. Because then I wouldn't be able to teleport instantly and for free back to Kamini for a free heal. And it's like, I try to explain to people how much I like free heals in games and how I'm very cheap in RPGs. Yes, that's right. Without having experience in that game, though, because that's the best example that I can give. There was a place I did finally have to break down at some point in Deserus and actually go and get properly healed. But it was the first time in the entire game. Yeah, but so Lost Wanderer, you have to understand, in a lot of games when you have return, you can teleport between cities at will, right? I didn't play Grandia 2, I watched my sister play it, so she has her own hang-ups with games, but I don't think she has this one. In Phantasy Star 1, it's a one-way thing. You can teleport back to the most recent church that you went to. So once you've finished that and you're ready to go back where you were just at, you have to like go all the way by foot and spaceship to get there, and Land Rover and whatever else we had as a vehicle. There's so many vehicles in the Phantasy Star series. I think my sister's gonna play Phantasy Star Gaiden or Adventure on stream. She was asking me if I remembered it, and I was like, yes I do. Played it way back in the day. Hello, LaPont household. Where's LaPont? Is he up here being emo? Yes, he is. Stolen Light, thank you for subscribing. Where is my gambling? Gaspar, where are you? Does the song change as you get more people? Because I know that happens in 2. Yeah, my sister really liked Ryudo, but I don't have very strong opinions, like, or impressions even, of that game. There is a second version. I thought so, but it's not as many, because I think there's like 3 or 4 different versions in 2. 2 also has multiple versions of the overworld theme, I think. Or is that this? Is he up a floor? Okay. Look, I don't yet have everything about where things are in my town memorized. Not my town, excuse me. Which Suikoden do I think I'm playing? Excuse me, my castle, fortress, by the sea? That's the name of a song in the Suikoden series. By the lake, not the sea. The lake. Gasper! He should be on the same floor as the blacksmith. They know what they're doing. Is that correct? Because there's a blacksmith. Like, it's fun to explore. I love that the castle is really big. It feels really cool. Where are you, friend? Where did you get to? Where did he get to? This is like an actual important people floor, isn't it? Maybe not. No? Yeah, this is where the room is. Situation room. I didn't know that was a thing, or that's what I would have called it, but instead it's just the room. Like, I don't know how to progress this story. Well, have you been to the room yet? Maybe he's in the basement. Do you think he's in the basement, or am I just not good at finding him? I did recruit him, didn't I? Oh, hey, I just realized. It tells you what floor you're on. There's right there. Look at that. Floor 2? Okay. Southwest corner. Okay. I need to find... Oh, there he is. Yeah. Probably... Oops. Yes. Probably ground floor is probably what it is. Okay. File. Save state. Yes, we're going to do this. We're going to do this cheaply. Okay. I have so little money. Did I lose money? I know, but then I lose more money again. I thought I had 700, but I've got 600. Oh no! No! We're gonna do this. Hi, friends. Are you ready for this? Okay. Oh! Darn. Oh, I didn't save with Marie. I should do that, shouldn't I? I don't think I did. Did I save with Marie? Did I save? I should probably have saved. Oh, yes! Yeah, I want that bowl to actually have bowls that have like a similar texture to how I imagine that, and I love it. All right. Shall we do this? Okay. Yes. Oh, shoot. Yes. Yeah, I just save stated. Save state again. He's on a roll. See how this goes. Look at that! This is how you get money in this game, by the way. Yeah, I just figured that out. Okay. Just save state it again. Yes! Okay. Save stated again. haven't even had to use that, but I probably will this turn. Yeah, gambling is not generally good. My family went through Las Vegas once, and my sister and I got a bunch of stuffed animals that we named after Final Fantasy IV characters. Because we found the system that was easiest to game. Let's try this again. Haha! That did work out for us. Excellent. Oh my god, that's very nice, Crono. Hold on. Let me make sure I've got the right save option. Yes, so save state is F1. Okay. Oh, that's adorable. Well, way to go, your gambling experience to help you go visit. Not yet, Mrs. Crono. Oh, I don't think we want that. Nope. Okay. Let's try this again. We're gonna see what happens. This is how you get money in this game. As you can see, it's pretty effective. Oh wow, I thought I was gonna go out of bounds. Yeah, we're gonna get an outrageous amount of money. Yeah, look at that. Look at us get outrageous amounts of money. Sorry. The audio is not liking this. Nope. Alright. We're gonna just keep doing this. Yes! Yeah, save state makes this a little easier. Sure. So we'll go a little while without needing money, maybe. Hang on, we're gonna try again. Just wait for him to do it wrong. Yeah! So now we have 300,000 monies. I'll try one more time. Just for hilarity's sake. Oops. I'm gonna try this one more time. Okay, so we have max monies. Alright. Oh, it makes sense that it's on the same floor as Marie, actually. That's intentional. That's a good decision. I hadn't saved. Now I've saved. Alright, so we've got max money for a while. We'll be good for a while. Yes, the duck sound is great. Wah, wah, wah. Sound familiar? I should do creative sprints again. Oh, hey, so I had an idea. So I'm still writing my Final Fantasy VI fanfic, right? But so NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, is November. Which, as you may or may not be aware, is next month. I usually enter NaNoWriMo. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't. Oh my god, Crono. Thanks, Crono. But yeah, so National Novel Writing Month is a lot of writing. And I'm Okay, blue glass. I did that. Thank you for that reminder. Am I going the right way? I don't remember if I'm going the right way. No, I don't think it's this far south. I think I want to go farther east, don't I? Oh, my map is so bad. The map in my brain. This is why I need Templeton. Fortunately, I can just let these guys go. Right? I want to go here. It does say let go. That's for things that are high, that you're higher enough level that you don't have to fight. So you let them go instead of running. You don't have the option to run. You let them go. Which is what I'm doing now instead of fighting. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I did. This is why I need Templeton. Watch me still get this lost even with Templeton, but I might not. But yeah, so National Novel Writing Month. So I'm probably moving in the month of November. And also I work for a company that sells stuff, and therefore the holiday season's going to be intense because I'm the director of marketing. So that means I have to come up with all of that stuff. All that to say, November is probably going to be pretty intense. But I still want to enter Nano in my own way. So I was thinking what I might do. Okay, we're in the right area. Right? So I want to go. There we go. Got it. But I was thinking instead of. Yeah, well, especially because due to other stuff that we've been working on that should hopefully be unveiled this Friday, that has been my project for the past 9 months, I haven't been able to focus on marketing for holiday. So I'm going to be frantically trying to make up for that all November. So that'll be fun. But yeah. Oh, I had never noticed the little cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. But there's a cuckoo sound effect in this song. But so I was thinking a nice low-key way of doing NaNoWriMo this year, and this is something that I would like to encourage anyone who wants to participate to do, is what if we did a different Drabble prompt every day of the month of November? Can you write 100 words? Or more challengingly, can I write only 100 words about anything ever in my life? Am I capable of it? I don't know. But I was thinking that might be fun. For those of you who aren't familiar with a Drabble, because yes, we're going like actual legit what a Drabble is. None of this like, it's kind of like a Drabble. Oh, I thought I did Vicky. I thought I saw Vicky already. Is she there again? Okay, so we're gonna buy. I forgot to put my stuff. Victor needs one. Why doesn't he have one? Because I didn't have any money, right? Beat it. Scram. I have Vicky? Oh. I have Vicky? Did I get Vicky? Okay, I forgot that we got Vicky. Well, look. Things are hard. Oh my god, I've got so much money. This is just ridiculous. But yeah, so if folks would be interested, I'm gonna put together a prompt list. Yeah, I remember running into her, but I didn't remember if that meant I equipped her. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do too many things. My brain can't handle it. Alright, everyone will be happy to have a magic robe. I should buy more of these things, right? Or do I not have to walk back here? Like, can I buy the magic robes from Chandler? Yeah, we're gonna sell the old stuff. I just gotta, except for the toe shoes, obviously you don't sell those. Yeah, so if folks would be interested, so what a drabble is, it's at exactly 500 words. Usually it's a fanfic thing where like you have like a prompt and then you write a thing. That's what that prompt makes you think of. That's exactly 100 words. That's correct. Which is like why it will be an interesting challenge for me. But what I was thinking is that it could also wind up being like it could be something that we could use as inspiration to write more things later. Hi, Base. I am managing how much stuff I have in my inventory. I'm gonna sell the gauntlet. Beat it. Okay. I'm going to give this to somebody else. Yeah, I'm gonna buy medicine. I have to finish buying gear. Yeah, I know, I hate the inventory management. It's my true weakness. Okay, Victor needs one of those. And Gremio also needs one of those. And somebody else needs a hat. Cleo needs a hat. And Valeria needs a hat. Cool. Oh, that's cute. See, I get it. I get it. Alright. There's some hats for my team. Why does Cleo not have a hat equipped? Cleo, how have you been in my party this long and you didn't have a hat equipped? Did I, like, take all of your gear off or something? Can somebody confirm if I can buy the magic robe and stuff from Chandler, or is that only available here? Because that's an important question. Kirkus is okay. Okay, I guess. Thank you. Because it seems like it's very good gear that would be handy to have. Okay. So we have... He's about to run out of his. We got 5. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's fine. Okay. All right. Thanks, Blue Glass. All right, so I think I've got enough stuff. Am I gonna want to have another magic armor on me? Am I changing party members anytime soon? Chandler actually is a word for candle maker. So it makes sense for it to be your item shop guy. Because he's... Candles are items. It's the sort of thing you'd expect to get in an item shop, right? Right? Well, they don't have, oh, they do have a Rune Master. Rune Master. Who should have more critical hit? Victor? Gremio? Do you think Gremio should have it? I mean, what else is Victor gonna do? Oh, he has a cloner, never mind. I guess it's gonna be Gremio then. Alright. Gremio, you're gonna be a killer now. Killer Gremio. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum. It does sound like a roller derby name, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm thinking about having either making a new channel on the Discord or repurposing one of the ones that we've currently got and being like, alright, here's the prompt. And since they're like only 100 words, we could even just have it be where people can share their prompt entries as long as they're like appropriate. Would folks be interested? I know we've got a couple people who write here. And even if you're like doing nano, maybe you could join us anyway. Haha. Ha, 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 ha. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I am. Now she should be able to take one of those guys out by herself. Crono, no, it's just gonna be, I'm gonna get prompts, and so they can be whatever. Oh my god, the rest of the party can't even take out, okay. There we go, that's more like it. Oh, he is? Look at that, he just did a crit, and I put a thing on him so that he would do a crit. Oh my gosh. And you're gonna take out the Eagle Man. I haven't even looked to see how much damage they do. It looks like they're still doing a lot of damage to me. And then again, I think that Tyr was already... Okay, yeah, no, that's a substantial decrease on Victor. Granted, Victor, I think, had terrible armor before. Yes, it's a decrease of about between 10 and 15. That adds up. No. She is going to do this. But yeah, no, I wasn't thinking about a theme for the Drabbles. I think it was just going to be like, you have here's today's prompt. What does it make you think of? Is it a fanfic thing? Is it an original thing? Is it like a non-fiction thing? You're welcome to do that if you want to. I won't tell you no. Oh, do I need to heal? Thank you, Fligas. Oh, I do need to heal. This is why I can't be trusted. I'm so irresponsible. Don't let your Lauren be in charge of anything. Just don't. Okay, well, he'll Gromio after this battle. And then you're going to rune Eagle Man. Falcon rune the Eagle Man. Yeah, no, I mean, I would probably mostly do fanficky ones too. Because at this point, that's what I'm having the most luck with. Man, Gromio, you're the best. He goes, oh, look at him! I'm so proud of you! Oh, Gromio, look at you! I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I could let these guys go. I'm gonna beat them up. Well, too bad. I'm gonna beat you up some more. That's right. Look. 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 There we go. That's better. Oh, well, at least we're still getting levels off of them. I'm glad that Blue's approves of my decisions. I'm sorry. Look. Look. I'm amused by myself. All right. Oh, excellent, Base. Congratulations. How are you feeling? Oh, I could let them go, couldn't I? I'm really close to a level, though. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, congratulations. That is very exciting. One of my friends who also pops by sometimes to hang out with us just put his book that I'm doing the cover art on up for pre-order. So it's a good time. Good! Well, I hope people like it too. That's a very exciting thing. Okay. I don't like that my party can't take out these. Base, do you want to do NaNoWriMo with us? Do you want to do NaNoWriMo Drabble style? The like, I can't commit to... I can't commit to a whole NaNoWriMo, so let's do Drabbles instead. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Probably should have gotten an extra. Oh, okay. Excellent. Good. I was like, I should probably have gotten an extra medicine. Basically, I'm just gonna put together a list of 30 prompts for Drabbles. It's 30, 31, however many days there are in November. And we'll have a Drabble prompt. And a Drabble is just 100 words. Usually fanficky, but they don't have to be fanficky. They could be original, but just like write 100 words that feel like a fairly cohesive thought on that prompt. So it's not the 30 days. Okay, there you go. So instead of writing 50,000 words, we would be writing 30,000 words? Yes. I can do basic arithmetic. The most basic arithmetic of them all. No, you are not. I did the math. I did it. I mathed. Okay, Kirkus, you're probably going to be the potion user. People usually have a pretty pejorative way of describing the person who... Ah, no, okay. Who does potions? But not in this. Yeah, no, I can do that. It's harder for me to think through things like that when I'm also streaming and thinking about the game. Because that's actually a very easy bit of arithmetic that I can do. I just don't always have absolute confidence in myself. No! Stop kicking me in the face! Victoria, Valeria is going to murder you now. This is the rest of my party. Alright, everybody. We're gonna fight this dude. Fight this dude! Fight this dude! Fight this dude! Fight this... Yeah, that's the song. That's the song now. That's our song. How do you feel about it? I think it might need some work, but it has potential. I feel kind of like we might be approaching a boss, which means I will let them go. It does look kind of, yep. Oh, Kurumimi! Oh no! Sickness cure? What could we be talking about here? What's happening? What is this kobold looking for? That's not suspicious or concerning in any way. Okay. I guess there's no boss. There's just D-Trail. It's the Dwarven Trail. Bye! I don't think I let go much back in the day. That was foolish, little Lauren. What were you thinking? You weren't thinking. We go up here. Look at this. Listen to that piccolo. Do you hear that piccolo? It's an interesting thing because the entire place, as you can see, is made of metal. Oh, I need to get him. It's amazing for humans to get here safely. Shh. Don't break the bed, see, because I'm tall. Do you hear the piccolo? I'm gonna point at the piccolo to you every time there's piccolo. It's such a garish song. Oh, I should get some stuff. Praise. Oh, I thought I had something. Oh, okay, I do. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, good. Hex dolls. I love those. Need to get all the hex dolls. Hey, what's up? Oh. Everybody gets a hat. You get a hat? Okay. You get a hat. You get a hat. You get a hat. You get a hat. Well, it's half helmet, half man, obviously. Bum, 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 bum. Man, I barely remember this song. I don't know. Oh, I should probably actually stay in the inn, shouldn't I? Look. We're gonna get crushed by our hubris at some point. And by we, I definitely mean me, specifically. Myself. Okay, I'm not wrong. I know I'm not. Sell some hats. Sell some hats. Sell some hats. What do you have? No, why do you have a karate uniform? Get rid of that. Alright, Victor. Oops. Buy a hat. Can I sell the hat that's on your head? Okay, you can sell the hat that's on your head. That's good to know. From now on, I will try to remember that so that... Hey, Nick. All right. Well, since we have infinite money now... Hello. Kobolds are lackeys of the Empire. I will probably do creative sprints, maybe, if we do that. Be very exciting. I haven't really done creative sprints. Oh! Oh! It does tell you that there's going to be the armor shop there, because if you see, like, it's over there, it's the other side of it. Oh my god, that makes sense. Yeah, pointy hats are good. Pointy hats. I like that game. They're tiny children. Like, the dwarven children have hats. Yeah, so the dwarves are smart and make stuff, I guess. This sounds like a great basis for your culture. Bye, base. Enjoy your dinner. I hope it is tasty. Runes contain elemental powers of the world. That is not correct. It's partially correct. This makes me think of Paladin's Quest. If you haven't, you'll be sorry. That's true. Sharpening your weapons makes a big difference. I'm totally taller than them. Yeah, who cares about the elves anyway? All they do is make fun of people. So-called humans? So-called? Why so-called? What does that even mean? Oh, see, they're letting you know there's a blacksmith who came to learn from them. Do you have anything good? Mega medicine. probably have one of those around. There will come a time when I will want to use it. Wait, what else do you have? Medicine. Turtle crystal? Sure. Just always buy the crystals. Alright. Blacksmith! To her to do anything special to... No, go through the door, McDowell! You'll notice the blacksmiths are all... Hold on. They have similar outfits. So we're gonna recruit him. Alright, Mies. Mies, Mos, Mice, Moss. The last one of them is a pain. He's prevented me from getting the good ending of this game before. Alright, we're gonna spend the rest of our money. It's gonna go pretty quickly. I mean, I guess actually never mind. I had max money. This is gonna make a huge difference, by the way. Like, a huge difference. Like, so much of a difference. Yeah. This is where your money goes in this game. Like, buying gear is useful and all, but it's all about sharpening your weapons. See how much money we're gonna go through sharpening the entire party up. We're gonna go through a couple $100,000. Are you seeing what we mean, Crono? I love that Crono is experiencing this game for the first time and delights me. Oh, so it's become a copper axe. Copper doesn't seem like it would be very good. Very good material for axes. I don't remember where that stacks up on the Minecraft or Terraria level of... Yeah, there's a lot of characters. Like, a lot of them. And you frequently get characters in your party that you weren't expecting to have in your party. They're like, hey, this next plot point has to do with my hometown. Okay. I thought it was pretty bad in Terraria. Man, I have played so much Terraria. I've thought about picking it back up, but it was a thing that I played a lot with my ex-husband, so I haven't really felt motivated to return to it. But I played a lot of that game. Wait, 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 wait. Okay, so I feel like we've done all the things that there are to do here, besides progress the story. Man, there's a muscle in my eye that keeps twitching and it won't stop. It's been very annoying. It's been doing that for a few days, so hoping it gets better at some point. Oh man, this guy with his little funny hat. A dwarf hat. Do I get a dwarf who joins me? I don't remember him. I didn't stay at the end. I should probably do that. The burning mirror. So it turns out that the humans did not come up with this concept. Okay, I didn't think there were any dwarf party members. Yeah. So there's like... So here you got, like, the dwarves not caring about the elves and thinking so poorly of the humans. Doesn't seem like this is gonna go super well. Oh, Kage! Running water route. Alright. So this guy is definitely somebody you want leading the people of your kingdom. Haha, I sure hope they wipe out this other group of people. Not really a good approach for a leader to have, in my opinion. Like, maybe that's ridiculous of me. But I feel like being opposed to genocide should be. A base. I mean, where can I save? I know that that isn't actually true necessarily of the real world, but most people won't say it so brazenly. He doesn't even care that you know that he doesn't care. Alright, let's get out of this very charming place. So the elves and the dwarves both kind of suck, is what we're getting at here. So go break into this vault, shall we? We have infinite money, so this vault can't be opened by a stupid elf. What about a stupid human, huh? You didn't say that. It would be nice. I think that should be on the quiz they make you take. Oh no. Crimson Dwarfs and a death machine. That's not good. I don't want a death machine. Alright. Do some damages. You're gonna Falcon Rune. Death machine. It does sound like a metal band, doesn't it? Oh jeez. That was a lot of damage. How much damage my party does now. Jeez. I think they maybe didn't expect me to have the money to sharpen everything up. Too bad. I did it. You take out the death machine. Yeah, I think I was under geared before. Now I'm not. Now I'm good. Or they're machine suits that create death. This looks like I'm overgeared. Yeah, no, it's great. Oh no. No! Sun? Oh! It's my favorite! Wait, no. Wait, no, it is. The kindness rune is the one that you make better by talking to friends. If I remember correctly. But, Sunbeam rune. Yes. It's regen. Do, 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 do. Well, that's nice. It looks like you can't get into random encounters in that room. Excellent. Well, I got it pretty quickly because I'm very good at solving puzzles. Fortunately, turns out the doors are perhaps not the complicated big brains that they think they are. I saved. Oh man. This sure does seem like it has... This makes me think of, like, dungeons in Breath of Fire. Okay, fight. Sorry. Yeah, specifically one of the early dungeons in Breath of Fire 1. It was not well designed, but it's also really amazing. Like, one of the things that I loved about Breath of Fire 1 is that it has so many different overworld themes and so many different battle themes. I didn't like any of the rest of the series very much, although the art in 2 is extraordinary. The character art is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, fight, except for Valeria. You're gonna kill the death machine. Bam! My party's a little good. Breath of Fire 1 is an example of a game that, like, in some ways is like the tropiest thing ever, but then it's also just really weird. Breath of Fire 3 is too weird and jazzy a game for me. I don't... Oh, magic robes. Did you steal those from the elves? You jerks. Jerk, 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 jerks. Sorry, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why I say the things I say. Just no, I mean like fantasy tropes. I played Breath of Fire 1 when it came out. So like there are games where I'm like, this game established what would become JRPG tropes. But Breath of Fire has fantasy science fiction tropes in it. Yes, it's very archetypal, but I loved it anyway, and Sarah's theme remains one of my favorite sad video game songs of all time, and I really like sad video game songs, so that says a lot. I've been wanting to do a cover of that. God, there's so many songs I want to do a cover of. I want to do a cover of that Godam Lullaby from Paladin's Quest. Which is really pretty. Now there's a weird game that's not like anything else. Man, there's so many good video game songs. So I used to think, why, like, oh, it's a waste of time for me to be so into video game music as like, it's like a hobby of mine. I do all these covers. I listen to the music all the time. Like, surely I have to grow out of this. This is dumb. Well, now I work for a video game music company, so it worked out. So now instead of being like, I should probably listen to something that isn't video game music, I should probably like spend less time obsessing over video game music. I'm like, oh man, I didn't know that this was out there. I should probably file this away so I understand what it is when people talk about it. It's crazy. It's good times though. I like it. I like that we live in a world where you can have careers in weird fields like that. You know? I think it's cool. Man, Chrono Cross has some great music. Unfortunately, I don't think I'd ever really want to get into the game. Brenneman played it. There's this like weird extra layer of sound effects. Oh, no. Okay, cool. Yes, Thunder Rune piece. Put that on Flick's sword. Well, dum 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 da da dum bum 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 dum 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 da da dum 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 dum. Sorry, I'm just like gonna sing like other random things. Okay, that's not what I expected to happen, but I will take it. Puzzles. They're fun. Oh no, death boars. They've got death boars, death machines. Death Knights, I guess. Hi, Angry Nerdbird, what's up? How are you this fine Tuesday evening? I'm infiltrating a dwarven fortress. Oh, look, I can let them go now. Yeah, boars are definitely on the don't mess with me list, you know? I maintain a list of don't mess with me animals. Informally. Boars are on that list. So apparently boars are just what happens if pigs go wild. Breakfast for dinner, that's a good choice. What kind of breakfast? I want to make breakfast for dinner. I made a quiche. I guess a quiche is kind of breakfasty, right? I'm just gonna get a little bit of experience. Doesn't really matter here, but... Oh, yeah, that's totally not worth it. Alright. We are now too high level for this place. Yeah, that's so fascinating, Stolen Light. Like, it's so fascinating to me. Okay, I do have to actually fight these guys. Well, that's alright. I can take them out. Like, I remember learning about that and thinking that that didn't make any sense. That pigs turn into boars. Because I don't fully understand exactly how that happens. But I think that's really exciting and cool. Yes, pigs are really big. Really, really, really big. Bye-bye, Crimson Dwarf. Isn't that like isn't there a British TV show with that name? Fiddle-dee-diddle-dee-piddle-dee-doo. So it's left, right, right, left, left. Okay. Okay, so it's left, right, right, left, 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 right, right. Yeah. I don't know what this is supposed to... Fiddle-dee-diddle-dee-piddle-dee-doo. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But I did it. Red dwarf, crimson dwarf, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Oh man, I wonder if there's people watching this who like haven't done touchtone phones because we don't do that anymore. Mega medicine. Mega medicine. Not just any old medicine will do. I guess we're getting to the point where mega medicine is going to become more standard. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that, I got some money I don't need. I guess maybe I could use it. Oh yeah, because I sharpened all my weapons. Yeah, the sound effects are definitely not the greatest part of the game. The music is amazing, so... Some of the sound effects are good, but oh no, there's so many directions to go. Okay, cool. They're just like going to see how much they can make people infiltrating their vault roll their eyes. I fail to see... This looks like this is where I'm supposed to go. Let's not do that. That'd be ridiculous. Why would I do that? Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, no, I love the quack. I also love that you can get like... No. I love that you can get... I think he's in the second game. I don't think he's in the first game. I don't think there's an equivalent in the first game, but the guy who changes your sound effects. Connell! It's Connell in 2, right? My sister wrote for Connell in the Suikoden 2 game. So she cosplayed as him once. So you'll notice this is a recurring theme. Oh! I should probably have healed. I'm fine. Gigantes. Oh, I bet you're gonna flip over and then I'll have to do different things. Alright. Attack. Wait, what's your rune? Oh. Probably don't want that. Do I? Do I want that? Should I be using that? Cleo does have magic. Deadly fingertips does me no good. Oh, he can heal on off turns. Oh, I guess he could actually heal himself. Okay, go ahead. Clone rune it. You're gonna attack it. You're gonna attack it. You're going to... Dancing Flames? Sure, why not? They're gonna attack. And you're gonna Falcon Rune. Bam! Oh man, I remember that spell. Oh no! That's not good. Don't do that. Oh, so does that mean I don't want to cast on him? If I cast on him, does he flip around and turn it back to me? Okay. You're going to item. Oh, but I intentionally didn't give you as much item. Well, that's fine. You've got health. You're going to attack. You're going to attack. Do I not want to use magic? That seems like that was pretty clearly indicating to me that I don't want to use magic. Oops, I'm just knocking stuff over. Don't mind me. I mean, she can attack. You are my least damage dealer, which is... That's not why you wound up with this much medicine. I don't know why you have this much medicine. But you do. Wait, actually, I don't remember if I had Victor heal himself. Okay, Victor's gonna heal himself. You're gonna attack, you're gonna attack, you're gonna attack. You're gonna heal Gremio. Yes. And you are going to Falcon Rune. Alright! Oh, okay, no, so he just does that, so she should cast again. Just sometimes that happens. Okay. Yeah, Kirkus is definitely a great potion character. Okay. Victor, you're going to Clone Rune. You're going to attack. You're going to attack. I mean, I guess we're going to Firestorm it. You're going to heal. I don't know who you're going to heal. Who you're going to heal? Gremio again. Yeah, and then Valeria. You're going to do that. We're going to be healing party members next turn. Oh no! McDowell needs a heal. Bam! That didn't seem to do any damage, did it? Fire doesn't work on it, does it? It's immune to fire because it's got a demonic other half, doesn't it? Victor, you could use more healing items, friend. Well, I guess that's that. Kirkus is going to use some more medicine on... McDowell is getting healed already, but frankly he could use it twice. Everyone else will survive. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah! Yeah! Critical attack! Okay, so I've got to heal somebody else. Okay. Fight. Fight. Nope. Rune. Clone Rune. Yes. Attack. 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 Item. Medicine. Gremio. Nope. Rune. We're gonna do this. But, you know, the whole section with the elves and the dwarves is a section of the game that I largely forget because it's not the most interesting part of the game. Because what's interesting about Suikoden series, as I have said many times, is what it shows about human nature. And while it is interesting to show that the cruelty that the elves and the dwarves feel towards literally everyone who is not their type is a problem, and it's interesting that it goes there, also, it's like almost a caricature, if that makes sense. Oh, I guess I better make sure I get Lorelei, huh? Oops! Wrong button. Kirkus, give some medicine, hand over to Victor, and then use it on Valeria. It's the only one really who needs it. Victor has so much health. I just like never heal him. No. Oh, I can just let them go now because I got 2 levels off of that boss. But so like racism bad is a pretty simplistic thing, in my opinion, for them, the way that they handle it. There's not a lot of nuance. I mean, it is interesting that they go all the way. They're just like running water route. I guess I could just use an escape talisman. Do I want to just use an escape talisman? I have those. I'm just gonna sell them otherwise. I think maybe I sold them all. Oh no, I've got one. Should I use one? I just love like the way like the sound just like awkwardly stops. Oh, I have to remember that I can't just go up that way even though it looks like it. We're gonna go here and stay at the inn. Look at me! I actually went stay at the inn. Yeah, no, it makes sense. It saves time. It's less annoying. Like, they weren't good at game balance, but they had some concepts about how, oh, what does this do? Okay. Electricity. I'm glad that I'm like, what does this do? And the kid's like, so this does this. I'm like, ah, okay. Alright, so I think I've got everything there is to do here. But yeah, I think that the degree that they're willing to take. Oh, that's his shadow with the little horns coming out. That's why it looks like the ground is cracked at his feet. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Grrr. Firewind cannon. It's like, okay, fine. So it turns out he's not super evil. He's just kind of evil. I mean, actually. Firewind cannon, you mean? Is that significant? I don't remember that name. Alright, well, you are aware of a thing. Well, the thing is, when his reaction is, well, I hope they all die, like, that's just plain awful. Just frankly, that's just terrible. The fact that he's like, okay, fine, maybe there is actually a problem. So when you prove to him that there is actually a problem, at least he does take it seriously. It's like, oh, we should probably stop that from doing evil things. So I guess you can give him credit for that, that like maybe his hateful comment is still hateful and that's still not okay. But at least when it comes down to it, he will actually stop. He will put some effort into trying to prevent the genocide, even if he personally says hateful things. So some of you are watching this game for the first time. How many RPGs do you go and wander between the elves and the dwarves and you make peace between the people and you have to stop the bad guy from doing the bad thing and then you come back in time and you stop the bad thing from happening? And isn't it great that we learn the power of friendship and heroism, saving the day, uniting against the bad guy and saving people? This is Suikoden. Oh, letting you run into battle here. Yeah, I told you this is a bad things song too. So yeah, no big deal here. We're just gonna like go wandering back through, and you feel that you're traveling a pretty big distance because there's a number of these dungeons basically that you're getting through. Yeah, so the translation was definitely awkward. Like, what was Kirkus trying to say there? He's like, on the way back from the Dwarven village, he says, which doesn't seem like that's actually what that's supposed to be. So, I don't know what the translation was thinking at that point. But the generic forests have good music, so we'll forgive them. So we're just gonna... We're gonna let a bunch of kobolds go. Yeah, one thing that I really like that, like, they don't waste your time with combat. So hey! Yeah, I thought that was a script direction. That's what it does sound like. Do you see this? So literally all of the elves that we saw there, no matter how snooty they are dead. God, this song. You're just gonna listen to this song for a minute. I love this song. It's one of my favorites. Perhaps surprising no one. So yeah, we did all of that. We went through a generic RPG situation with generic RPG elves and generic RPG dwarves, and we had to break into the dwarves' vault to prove that we were actually competent. Like, these are all, like, almost caricature level of archetypes, of stereotypes, of things that we've seen before. And it feels pretty generic, and maybe by the time you get back here, you forget that you're playing a Suikoden. And the entire elf village is dead. And everything that you've just done amounted to nothing. And now one of your characters has a breakdown. Because isn't that an interesting challenge for a game to explore? So many games want to make you feel amazing, like you're like the all-powerful heroes, so you're able to take on anything, and everyone tells you how amazing and strong and powerful you are. This is the thing that BioWare games literally put in their writing bible. Like, if you're a writer for BioWare, you must make the player feel awesome at all times. Everything we just did was for nothing. It didn't accomplish anything. We put all this effort into things we thought we were just going to have an adventure. And like, they're like, this is going to burn down the whole village and everyone's going to die. And you're like, that's not going to happen. That's not actually going to happen. Like, we're going to divert the volcano at the last minute and not burn down the village. And just to make sure you understand that it's intentional, and rather than just glossing over it, like sometimes things will happen in a game and I'm like, did you think about what that would actually feel like for the people in the world to have this actually happen around them? This game is like, we want you to sit with the failure of this experience. We want you to sit with the feelings that would come from thinking you're going to be a hero, and despite your efforts, nothing can stop what happens. Yeah, like Kirkus, everyone that Kirkus has ever loved, like, sure, they picked on him. He's been, getting insulted left and right. Everywhere he goes, everyone's like, you stupid elf, what is wrong with you? But he's put it all on the line and put up with everything. Because he's like, no, I'm going to save my people. He like swims across a dangerous lake to get humans who's not supposed to, brings back to his village, goes to the dwarves, like all of this. And he's like, I'm going to save my people. And he doesn't. They're all dead. And he's a young man, like... Like, they want you to feel it. Like, this isn't just like the hero's village burned down so we have an excuse for the story to begin. This is a young man who has lost everything he ever loved, including the girl he wanted to marry. Like, feel that. Feel that loss, Suikoden says. War does terrible things, and sometimes there's nothing that you can possibly do to stop it and to save people. Also, Gremio is one of my favorite characters. Do you see why we all love Gremio? Do you see why we all love Gremio? Yeah, no, he's a very, very good person. And taking this as motivation that we have to stop this war. It's yet another atrocity committed by the Empire. And we've seen atrocities committed on the small scale, like Kray's kidnapping Lapont's wife Eileen is a reprehensible act. Like, his intent there is just incredibly awful. It's petty evil, but it's small scale evil. His actions towards Eileen there, like, that would be terrible, and it would destroy one person and the people around her, but it would be a small scale tragedy. And we see that. And we feel that. We like recoil in horror from that. Here is the opposite side of things. Here is a loss of great magnitude. And Gremio being like, we must make sure this never happens again. That's the only good we can make happen, that we can bring from this, is that it increases our resolve to prevent this from ever happening again. And I don't know about you, and the whatever tragedies or trauma you may have experienced in your life, but for me, the things that have hurt me and the things that have been painful or terrible, like, you can't make them not have happened, and you don't have to try to pretend that it's okay that they did. But the thing you can do is choose what you do with it, and obviously, like, your own healing is very important, and you don't owe it to the world to do anything with it. But for me, as Gremio says, this is our only deliverance, the only way that we can forgive ourselves for allowing this to happen in the first place, or for this happening, and our inability to stop it, because it's not allowing, but just our inability to stop it from happening, here is to work very hard to try to prevent it from happening elsewhere. Like, I think that that's kind of the way that I look at personal... And tragedy isn't even necessarily the right thing, but when something terrible happens to you, sometimes if you can use that to prevent it from happening to other people or to help other people heal, that can make it something that you can come to terms with. Like, it doesn't make it okay, because nothing will ever make it okay, but that's the thing that you can do that says, okay, I will accept that this has happened to me, and I will do something with it that I can live with. Yeah. So, of course, it's the Burned Elves village now. This is, like, hands down my favorite songs in the entire series. Of course, my sister would joke about this being the Crispy Elves. So she would call this the Crispy Elves theme. We would come to this area to hear this song because we loved it so much. It's beautiful. And then, like, back to business as usual for everyone else. Oh, okay. Get Stallion. Oh no, Templeton! Ah. So here's a little bit of comic relief. Where Templeton being mad that now he, I think, has to redraw the map. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. This is a good decision. Sometimes comedy is out of place where you're just like, come on, like, let us have this sad moment. But no, this, like, honestly, like, you kind of need this. You come back here and you're like, because I think my sister and I left and we came back, we're like, surely she'll be there at the foot of the tree. Surely she'll be okay. And then you have this kid. Yes, Templeton. Torrin Castle. Yes, this is the Crispy Elves. I'm glad that I've corrupted all of you with the Crispy Elves, too. Ah, that's so much better. I thought at first that I had toggled it off, because I toggle it off by accident in all sorts of games. Then I was like, oh no, I don't have Templeton. That's why I don't have the map. Have I been down there? What's down there? Hold on. Am I not supposed to be there yet? What is down here? Let's find out. Oh, is this Quanda's encampment? Probably. Looks like it might be. No. Oh, is this Sindar Ruins? What is this? No. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, we can't go here. Obviously, that doesn't go so well for us. This is Quanda's space, though. Panayukuta, or whatever. Not to be confused with Panacotta, which I might call it. Anyway, that's why I wanted to know where and when we could get more magic robes, because we weren't going to be able to get any more from there for much longer. There's Kuramimi, that kobold. This is a bit dangerous. Not very, though. Kurgus. Like, Gremio. So this is very Valeria. She does not have a lot of self-preservation. She and Sully's could hang out. They could be, like, beautiful, tortured swordswomen who have no sense of self-preservation but want to prevent others from being murdered. And Gremio's like, this isn't how it works. Valeria's like, no, it's okay. I got this. Gremio's like, come on. Yeah. So here we have the opportunity to do what Odessa did. We don't get much say in the matter, though. They're so, yeah. They're so condescending. That's a good girl. It just makes my skin crawl. Of course, then they're like, we're gonna kill you. Alright. Alright, Kuramimi. You're not sharpened, but that's okay. We'll fight the veteran soldiers. Oh, you know what we can do? Just like deadly fingertips them. Let's just do it. Take them out. Hey, Ben. Alright. Oh, Kuramimi can't do anything. Yeah, don't mess with the bearer of a true rune. Just generally, it's not a good idea. You notice that the guy's just gone now? He's just not there anymore. He just disappeared. Just gone. Bye. Bye. God, Victor has so much health. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I know. You just don't mess with the soul eater. Just don't do it. Yeah. Like, don't do this. This isn't good. Like watch this. And tell me this doesn't feel a little uncomfortable. Just gone. They're just gone. Bye. Yeah. Like, I think it's supposed to feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Alright, Kuramimi, you're very useful. The most useful. I don't know why they do this. I guess because they don't want to, like, put one of your front row characters that you might be depending on out of the party. Kuramimi, how low level are you? Oh, not very. Okay. We can work with that. There's still more of them, though. Deadly fingertips is not how it was translated elsewhere. Kuramimi is not going to stop. Fortunately, our strategist is here. I think it's originally called Touch of Death. I think is another translation that they wound up giving it later, which I think is a better fit than Deadly Fingertips, although Deadly Fingertips is memorable. I did, Crono. That's right, I did. Look, you're our person who's playing this, who's watching this game blind, okay? Is it Lost Wanderer? Okay. Yes, we were all in on this. I'm glad that thank you everybody for following my lead on that. We're trying to avoid spoiling you, Crono, and we did a good job. We did a good job. Anyway, look at how incredibly adorable this is. It's a custom animation and it's super cute. And this is a completely different sprite set than what we just saw, because this is a moment that they know if they've done their job well, you are like overcome with feelings. Like you are relieved, you are thrilled because they did such a good job, in my opinion, of dwelling on Kirkus's loss and Kirkus's feelings. So you care. Even though you just kind of just met him and you don't know Selena super well, because you know him well enough and you really got to get into his, like, he was able to fully express his loss, and you really felt that it works for them to have 2 sets of the sprite, including an animated one, for the 2 of them together. Because this sprite right here should be a reward for you as the player. You should be really happy. Like, oh my god, she's alive. Kirkus has somebody. Stallion. Oh, Stallion. I think that maybe it was meant to be. Now do you understand? That hope should never be abandoned. Matthew's like, anyway. Although he's not as harsh about this as future strategist characters can be. Yeah, so Humphrey and Sanchez are here. If you'll remember, they are our buddies from the Liberation Army, like, version 1.0. Survivors of the old Liberation Army. We now can do an army battle. This is saying, I wonder whether it's intentional that Stallion's colors are blue and yellow because of Sonic. Gotta go fast. Stallion's gotta go fast. Poor is timing, and now is the time. You don't get to say no. I really wanted to save, but oh, there's some graphical glitches happening. Well, I wanted to save, but I don't get to save. Oh man, it has been a while. Look at that. Look at that no good. Like, again, remember, this man is now responsible for killing all of the elves in this area, except for 3 of them. The translation for New Liberation Army 'S. Like, just, you have to forgive the translation. It's not over 9,000, it's exactly 1,000. Notice the little, like, dudes by the numbers? The Imperial Army has a shield, and the Liberation Army has a bandana. But they both got swords, because it's not that the Liberation Army is me, it's just because we're the scrappy little fighters. We get a bandana. Although I guess we got little helmets down there. Who do we have? We can make the enemy turn traitor. We can... It's rock, paper, scissors. You want to know what they're gonna do. Good buddies. I love these 3. Invulnerable defense. Victor's team. So you're like, huh, it looks like these are gonna fill out. Black golds, blacksmiths. Tricksters aren't very good. The LaPont family is very good. Victor's team, the thing is, there will be more people in these. I love that Rock counts as a cook. Alright, others. Here we go. Not a big fan. But when you don't really... Because the thing is, you want... If I remember correctly, you want to use magic against their attack. Like, their soldiers. Yeah, so soldiers are strong to... So soldiers are strong to archers. Archers are strong to magic, and magic is strong to soldiers, right? I think that's the order of this. It's Japanese, of course. It's rock, paper, scissors. I used to know what that was called. Jankendo, I think. Duncan Pong. Okay. Thank you. I was close. I remembered the first 2 syllables. So what you can do, there are versions that are better than thieves that will tell you what they're actually doing. I hate you, Kren. the enemy's next move is... I didn't see it coming. Oh my god, I hate you. I hate him. I hate him so much. Yes, no, it's rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, no, I hate Kryn. He's the literal worst and everybody hates him. Okay. Yeah, I guess save state, we're gonna do that. Alright, shall we charge, bow, or magic? Let's let the Lapons do it. Okay, so it's charge on charge. It looks like we actually took out more of them. Nope. That didn't go so great for us. Well, we'll see how this does. Oh, I should have probably had Matthew, and then I could have forced my way through there. Alright, Giovanni. Shut up and get in there. I think... Alright, so if it's a bow attack, then I want to charge against bow attack, right? Let's see if this works. Right? Okay. Commander's team. We're gonna do it. Oh no, I said something. Oh, I guess I probably should have said something. Notice how they die before we even get over there? Oh, we're really having some trouble here, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to make this, actually. Yes, it's the only time that the hero speaks. It's 1998, folks. Oh, you can see in the back. You can see, the hero. Yeah, let's try Chandler. He's like, come join us. He's like, hey, we have food. And they're like, oh, I do like food. I don't know if they have casters. Dual attacks also. Like there were duels, and they are also rock, paper, scissors. So I haven't done a magic yet. No, but if they do bows, we're gonna be really sad. Oh my god. Also, my casters aren't very good, and Luke will perma-die. Well, I used my good people. Okay, so if the... Yes, characters can perma-die in this game. They can also get injured. And come back and be fine. But Luke has a tendency to perma-die in army battles. It's very annoying. Just like there's a particular character in Suikoden 2 who frequently dies in army battles and everyone complains about him. And that. It's like, would you stop trying to fall on your sword, please, Ripley? Ridley. What do I do? Gosh, I'm so indecisive. I don't know. What do I do? Have we even done well enough to warrant a save state? Because like we have a save state at the beginning of a battle. Let's just try it. The power of the science. Oh man. The power of the science. That's fishermen's. The power of the science is totally a thing that I would use as a joke. Okay, cool. Did we win? Did we just win because of Matthew? We did! The fishermen's saved the day. Good job. Congratulations, we won. The power of the science is good, yes. Oh man. Matthew's trying to think of strategically how to not die as much as possible. We have a friend. Kinda. Well, I don't know about in time, but I think that my entire party is full. Yeah, they just filled my entire party. I want to save. Okay, good. I'm going to save. Where do I go save? Let's go save. Oh, we're there. Hold on, we gotta go save at the Crispy Elves. Sorry. Because it's 10 o'clock-ish, and we're gonna save. Alright, now we're going to formation change a bit. Yeah, the only one who needs sharpening is Kuromimi. Alright. Do we have equipment? Oops, Kuromimi, do you have any clothes? Does anybody have anything extra to give him? Yes. Okay. Item. Give magic robe. Oh, good. Hand over to Kuromimi. We're gonna equip that, Kuromimi. Alright. There, you're better. He's still gonna have some trouble. Okay. So, welcome to Suikoden. I appreciate you folks hanging out with me, even though I know this isn't, like, a big, woo, exciting, like, Lauren is gonna cry because she's never seen this game before experience. But I'm really enjoying sharing it with you. Thank you for listening to me ramble about the, graphics and the art direction of the game. Yeah, we'd go overtime, and I don't know that I have it in me to go overtime right now. Thank you, Evil Hag. I appreciate you coming by and having fun with it. I like being able to share this game with people, and even if the majority of the people who are hanging out with us have seen the game before and know and love it dearly, I have done some crying these streams. That's true. I got a little teary-eyed for Kirkus, but I did not Waterworks. But there will be times for Waterworks later. I don't know, it's just, I appreciate that. I think one of the things that I love so much about the Suikoden series is that they're not afraid to have things actually go badly. They're not afraid to have actual, like, consequences for things, and sometimes you lose. Sometimes no matter what you do, you don't save the day, but it never feels like it's grimdark about it. That's the thing. There's a reason why when the elven village burns down and it's this great tragic loss of life, there's a reason why Gremio says basically cling to hope. And that's kind of the underlying theme, I think, that the Suikoden games try to get across, is that things will be hard and terrible sometimes, and people will do bad things. Sometimes bad people will do bad things. Sometimes good people will do bad things because they think they're trying to do the right thing. But even despite the inevitability of things going wrong and people hurting and being lost, there's still value in hope and in fighting that and in trying to do better, and trying to overcome it and trying to care for the people around you. Like, again and again, that's the underlying drive of the game. So it's not like trying to be like, haha, look at how intense and hardcore our take on war is. Did you know war is bad? War is bad. Let's make you feel how bad war is. Like, no, it's not about that. It shows you, and because they're not afraid to have terrible things happen that you wouldn't expect a game that is not like war bad, you wouldn't expect a normal game to go there, and they go there. They will go there again and again and again. The consequences will be painful, and because they're willing to do that, you feel the risk, you feel the loss, you feel what the cost of war is. As I always say, the Suikoden games are about the human cost of war. You feel it, you believe it. You never believe in plot armor. Never believe in plot armor when it comes to Suikoden. Nobody is safe. And nobody and nothing is too important to fall. Because that's part of what they're trying to say, that you can't stop all bad from happening, but that doesn't mean it's not worth trying to stop as much bad as you can from happening. And I think that's really a powerful statement, honestly. This isn't the series that you play if you want to feel like the hero. Like, this is not a wish fulfillment game. This is not a power fantasy game. And I don't necessarily think that power fantasies are bad. There's a time and a place for that sort of thing. Like, I like the sentiment of, I like playing games where I get to help everybody, because my power fantasy is being able to solve everyone's problems. And I get that. And I think that's something I would love. Like, I enjoy playing games where I'm like, okay, how can I help every NPC with their story? But I think it's also important to not feel like you're the most powerful center of the universe who can make everything better by being the chosen one, in stories, especially stories that are more real in their scope. I mean, obviously, we don't have like burning mirrors and elves and dwarves and stuff out the window, running around in the real world. And they're an extreme example of things that have sort of parallels in the real world. Like, people will have those attitudes and things like that. But even though, like, there are things that are larger than life, the conflicts in the Suikoden games are largely conflicts that you could have in real life. Many of us are not, hopefully, going to get wrapped up in and hurt by the cost of war. Partly because wars are frequently fought as proxies in other countries where I think fewer of my Twitch viewership live. But we are unlikely to have experiences that directly parallel what happens in these games. But what happens in these games can parallel things that do happen in the real world. And I think that makes it a very important story to tell. To remember that there are costs, and there are losses, and there is hope. And all of those come together. And the Suikoden games are really about people uniting together to find hope against the human cost of war. How's that? That's perhaps a better description of what the games are trying to say and what they're trying to do. Like, they're not just saying there is a human cost to war. That's part of what they're saying, but they're also saying it is important to hold on to hope despite that, through that, and to overcome that, to get through that, and to make something on the other side. I love Suikoden. I think that we could all stand to think about the stories and experiences that these games give us. Also Prohibited Art, thank you for following. And I know there were some followers earlier that I didn't get a chance to say my name, but thank you and welcome. We'll be doing this every Tuesday. I will be talking this much about stuff and maybe crying some. We are playing Crisis Core 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, on Thursdays. And I've been talking about doing a weekend stream, but I haven't done it. If you are interested in joining our NaNoWriMo Drabble challenge, I'll probably post all of those prompts each day on Twitter, and I'll mostly be running it in our Discord. So if you are here, you are welcome to join us on our Discord at any point. Just be nice. That's the rule. Yeah. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and giving your Tuesday evening to me. I hope that you have an excellent week as much as possible. Take care of yourselves, drink some water, say hello to a friend. If you have an animal, don't forget to give them a fuzzy pet. And I will see you all hopefully on Thursday. Take care. Bye.